In this video, we're going to talk about how to solve an equation for x using the equation mat and recording our steps as we go. So remember, the same legal moves work here as they do for simplifying as for comparing expressions. So we're going to set up our board and then we're going to try and simplify and remove as much as we can to get x alone. So first, 3x on the board minus a negative 3. And then the right-hand side, we have 3 minus a negative 6 plus an x. Okay, so we're going to first record what the starting problem is. 3x minus negative 3, 3 minus negative 6 plus x. And we'll write its original problem. Now, let's think through our moves. Number one move that might help many students is to flip everything to the top at the very beginning. So let's take a moment to do that. We're going to flip everything from the bottom region to the top, finding the opposite of each tile and putting it in the regular top positive region. Now we're going to record what we have here. We have 3x still, but plus 3. On the right, we have an x plus 9 unit tiles. And all we did was flip. Now let's take a look at, we don't have any zeros on our board, but we do have similar tiles on each side. It looks like we have an x on the left and an x on the right we can remove. We also have 3 unit tiles on each side that we can remove. So we're going to do all that same move at the same time. And then we're going to record what we have left. We have 2 x's on the left, and on the right we have 6 units. And our move was removing the same on both sides. Okay, so we have 2 x's. Our x's are alone, that's a good thing, but we need to figure out what each x is equal to. So if you look here, we can take our unit tiles on the right and split them into 2 groups. They have to be equal. And each of those groups has 3 units, so that means that our x has to equal 3 units in order for these 2 sides to be equal. So our final step is dividing into groups. So we're going to divide each side into 2 groups. And we get an answer of 3 in each group. So remember, your goals are to simplify as much as you can, get your x alone, and at the end you may have to divide to see what each x equals. Now give it a chance on your own. Try the following problem on your own, pause the video, and come back and see if you got the same solution as us. Okay, first we're going to build it. 4x minus the group 2x plus 1 plus 2. On the right we have 3x plus 5. Okay, so let's take a peek. Let's first record our original problem. Keep in mind that you maybe solved this and got different steps than us. And that's okay. There are many routes to take in solving this problem. Just make sure you did legal moves, and if you got the same solution as us, then you did it just fine. So let's take a peek. We're going to first find as many zeros as we can on each side. And it looks like on the left I have 2 x's on top and 2 x's on bottom that can cancel, because 2x minus 2x is 0. I also have unit tiles I can cancel. 1 minus 1. 1 on top, 1 on bottom. I'm going to record what I have left after doing that single move. We have 2x plus 1 on the left, and on the right we have 3x plus 5 still. And our move was making zeros. Now let's take a look at what we can remove from both sides. It looks like there's 2 x's on the left and 2 x's on the right I can remove. And it looks like there's 1 unit on each side that I can remove. And I'm going to record my result. I have 0 on the left, and on the right I have x plus 4. Okay, so we want to get our x alone. So we take a look at the right side. We need to figure out what x equals, and right now it says x plus 4 equals 0. Some of you might be able to see the answer at this point, but let's see how we get that answer using legal moves. We need to get the x alone, so we think about how to get rid of those 4 units. And the way we can get rid of those is by putting 4 negatives on each side, because 4 positives and 4 negatives make a 0. But in order to be legal, I have to do it to the left to keep things balanced. So I put 4 negatives on the left as well. Now I can cancel the 8 tiles on the right. The 4 positives, the 4 negatives can come off. And I record my result. I have -4 on the left, and I have x on the right. The solution to this equation is x equals -4. Our final explanation we should write is we added the same tiles to both sides. Happy solving. Good luck with your future problems. Come back and look at the video again to remember some of your legal moves, and definitely ask your teacher if you have any questions.